Hey there, guys. I want to make a quick review and comparison between the Wuwrll, I believe that's how it's pronounced, multi-tool pliers, $10 on Amazon. It's been compared to the Gerber Suspension, and I think they're comparing it to the prior iteration, the original Gerber Suspension, which I have here. This is not the original sheath for the Gerber Suspension. Let me take it out. The original sheath started to break apart, and I was going to purchase a sheath and found this sheath on Amazon a long time ago, and this was $8.99, and it says made in the USA, and it comes with made in China bits, but it came with a really good selection of flathead, Allen heads, and your Phillips heads with this adapter. And this worked with a couple of Gerber tools, and the suspension being one of them, and also the suspension fit in that sheath. So you attach this, it's just friction. There's a little magnet so it doesn't quite fall off, but not the tightest magnet on this side, but it's got a pretty good lockup on the bit side, right? So you got pretty good retention there, and it adds a whole new dimension to the tool, or at least it really did back then. There's a lot better tools these days, like the center drive, but for its time it really did help this tool out. Now, the tool was not in favor with a lot of preppers, and even, you know, as an EDC, it's a little on the heavier side for what you get. Very short blade. I don't have my wave, but I'll probably do a comparison video in a future video for the suspension. Now, they have a Suspension NXT, which does not have the saw anymore. So this one has a saw, and it does have scissors as well. So a pretty good tool. And you'll see that some of these tools are not on the Wuwrll, but the Wuwrll has a really good value for $9.99. And let me not spend too much time on the suspension. But anyway, very similar looking tools. You've got a short saw, but you could get notches started. Pretty good tool in general. Let me set that aside. Hope you guys can see that. Now, the Wuwrll is $9.99, made in China. Pretty cheap tool, but it does come with a sheath, as they call serviceable sheath. It will work for what it is. I'm sure this will tear apart in a couple of weeks. But in terms of an emergency tool in the car, or just for use around the house, or for your first multi-tool, not bad. You've got some bits as well. As you can see, pretty much a copy of this bit set. You get a couple more. Very flimsy material though, as you can see, unlike the Gerber, which is a little bit more rigid. And you've got a good amount of bits. The Gerber came with 9 bits, and this actually came with 11. So you've got Allen wrenches, you got 5 Allen wrench sizes, you got your slot or flat heads, and then you've got your Phillips heads. Now, the shape of the adapter, which is stuck in there, is a square, because the Phillips head on this is a square. Now, these are non-locking tools, unlike the Gerber, which has a locking mechanism there. You have just a detent, which is fine. And now you have your bits. Now, these will fit the bits on from any quarter bit set. The magnet is not as strong, but it won't come out, but it comes out more easily. Let's see if I can shake this off. Yeah, in there pretty good. So pretty good set of tools for $9.99. Sometimes you go on Amazon to look for bits, and this alone would be, you know, $7, $8 by itself. So getting a multi-tool included with that is really, really good. And you've got a serrated blade, an awl, your Phillips head, there is a very similar looking can opener, which I'll show you guys. By the way, the can opener is a weak point in this tool. This is actually a replacement because I broke off the lock on the can opener on the initial one that I bought. But they had a pretty good warranty on these. These have a lifetime warranty from Gerber, so pretty good deal there. Now, the handle here is, but as you guys can see, they're very identical design, right? It's basically a knockoff. So the handles on this particular tool have this knurled sort of texture to it, and I would say it does provide a traction or better grip, but these are not comfortable without gloves. If you want to squeeze, it really does dig into the palm of your hand. Also has a file, and it does have a flat head and a smaller flat head as well, and your main blade. Now, I'm not sure what steel this is, just a typical Chinese stainless steel, but for $9.99, I think it's a pretty good deal, especially with the bits. And you can combine that with any one of those cheaper ratchets. So basically, this is the Pancheon, and you could get a bunch of other ones for about, $5 to $10 with an extension. So let's say $5, you could get an extension for about $2 to $3. So for $20, you've got a pretty good kit right there. So you can also buy a Gerber suspension with a bit kit. There is one or two on eBay that is sold in this sort of package, and that's about $50 right now on eBay if you could find it. So you can get this for about 20 bucks. Anyway, guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Just want to bring you guys a pretty high value budget tool, the Wuwrll Multipliers. I'll put a link below. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you all later.